Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping to check it out, and if you've been here before, thanks for checking in on what I've been up to. Today I have a journal share of a small collection that I've done. There's 4 journals here. Eventually I'd love to do larger collections, but I have to wait until I'm in demand, so I'm hoping that happens soon. I've made 4 journals. 2 of them, these 2, are fabric covered, and 2 are kind of collage. This one's collage, and it has some stitching that I'll show you once we get into it. This here is a small cloth journal. It's about 4.5 inches wide, 7.5 inches tall. There's 44 pages in this little guy. Has 4 signatures, and I've used this really pretty floral fabric to cover it. I'll give you a peek inside after I've told you a little bit about each book, and so I hope you stick around to see. This one here is hardcover as well, covered in this really pretty vintage looking blue fabric. It has 4 signatures. It is about 8.5 inches tall and 5.5 inches wide. And this one has 75 pages, so there's a lot of room in here. All of them have room to grow, so you're not going to end up with that alligator mouth, unless you like that, and you can chunk it up as much as you want. This small flower journal, I hand painted the cover, and I put this decal on the front. So cute. These are perfect journals for spring. It has 3 signatures, and it's about 5.25 wide by 7.25 tall. It has a really good mix of pages, so don't be fooled by its smaller size. It's nice and compact if you wanted to take it with you on the go. And then the last one that I made is, this one is so cute. I tried something new on the cover, so I did quite a lot of hand stitching, which was really fun, and I hope to do that again. And then I've just used little bits of fabric and trim, vintage trims. It has a really cute dangle, lots of spring colors on the spine. There's 4 signatures in this one. It is approximate 9.5 inches tall by 6 inches wide. So there's 42 pages inside. So without further ado, I will give you a look. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like a quick flip through the journals. I don't want to sit and bore you and make you go through every single page, but I do want you to get an idea of what's in there should you decide to order from my Etsy shop. So we'll start with this pretty floral fabric covered journal. It has a nice hardcover, but as you can see, there's lots of room in there for bulking it up with all your ephemera. I used little picture book pages. I did some stamping on some of the sketch papers so that there would be lots of room for art, collage, writing. Got some tea-dyed paper, some pretty artsy magazine pages that I incorporated. It is so cute, and it feels really nice in your hands. I really like the fabric covered journals. I did a little bit of adding a few things, but I really like to leave my journals pretty plain so that there's lots of room for you to be creative when you're using them. I did a little bit of embossing. This is vintage wrapping paper, lined paper, just a really good mix, I think. Music paper. This is just some sketch paper. I did a little bit of inking on the embossed page just to kind of bring out the pattern. Some pretty florals. Just like I said, a really nice mix. Got some wallpaper and a vintage card that is textured, so it feels really neat. These I left open but could easily be turned into an envelope if you wanted storage in there. Whoop. So yeah, that's that one. Now we'll just move into this one. So cute. I really like the spring colors. Again, I did a little bit of embossing. There's some stamping in this one as well. Envelope. So yeah, you can see I've just kind of got a little bit of everything in here. Some pretty scrapbook papers, storybook pages. I have a really neat book of botanicals, so I included some pages from there. Again, this could be glued into a pocket. There's so much room in here for creativity. Really a place to have fun. I want you to be able to put your own touches on these journals, because that's how I am when I'm journaling. I really like to be able to just fill up the pages myself, so I wanted you to have that option. So there's that one. This one has so many pages. I've clipped a few little things in here, and each one of my journals, when you receive them, come with a very generous little ephemera pack to get you started. Maybe you're new to journaling, or you just want to add. It's a top-loading pocket. And the nice thing too with these journals is if there is a page in there that, you know, you'd like to use in a different place, you can easily just tear them out. So again, just a really good mix. I've got tea-dyed paper in there. Just love the crinkly sound. I found some vintage coloring books, so I included some pages from that. This one too has a little bit of layering. I built out a few of the pages so that they would be a bit larger for you, but there's pockets. See, I included just a few little handmade tidbits in there for you to play with. Got some vintage cards. So many different kind. I really had fun digging through all of my collection of old books and music papers and whatnot. So there's a really good mix in there and so much room to grow. And last, this is kind of a hard one for me to let go because it took so long, but I'm excited for it to go to a new owner. So I did the hand stitching kind of in the blank areas, and then I stitched over top this flower that I had kind of created out of some fabric remnants. So yeah, just really proud of this book. It was such a labor of love. And I added some batting inside the front cover so you can't feel where I was doing the stitching. And again, just a really nice mix of pages. So much room for you to grow this book into whatever you choose. I mean, it can be an art book. Oh, come on. There, we've got the vintage coloring book pages. I did stamping in here, just a little bit, just enough to kind of hopefully spark some inspiration when you're working in this book. There's some sewing on some of these pages. Got a top loading pocket, both sides. Sewed a little bit of lace on there. The vintage wallpaper. This book has actually quite a lot of pockets, which is pretty cool because if you have lots of ephemera, you can easily stash it away. So yeah, this is my latest spring collection. I'm already working on my next one. I had so much fun making these books. This is like a transparency off a vintage card. So I just put some writing behind it so that you can see that you can pull it away. And that's that one. So that's my journal share. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope if you're interested in one of these books, it's available when you look in my shop. All the details will be in the description box. If you just stopped by to watch this video, I hope you'll take a moment to subscribe to my channel. And please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this share. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching.